Music! I love doing that. It's so cool. Hey, I'm Michael Edward, creator of How to Crush Your Mental Blocks, which is a course that teaches you how to identify and remove the mental blocks that's keeping you stuck, stopping you from reaching your level of success. Hey, my friend, I am Michael Edward. Let's talk today about how to master your mind control. All right? How to master your mind control. This is vital if you are trying to do something new, if you're starting over again, been there, done that, and and you're feeling a little stuck, you're feeling a little lost. Let me take you through this process, and it's very, very simple. I'm going to lay down a bunch of foundation for you, and then I'm going to get you 3 steps. You just follow it and repeat it, and you will reach a higher level of success. All right. So first thing, I'm just going to dive right in here. All right. We're diving in. You get what you think about most of the time, right? You probably heard that. What your mind dwells upon is what you will get. That works positively and negatively. For example, if you are in a bad state right now, you are in a state of poverty or depression or whatever, and if you think about, God, I hate being broke. I hate being, depressed all the time. I hate. That will work just as strongly as if you say, I love wealth. I am so excited to be on the path to a high level of success. All right. They both have equal power. Obviously, you want to focus on the positive stuff. All right. That's where you want to place your focus. You need to have a plan, because if you don't have a plan, you're one of the herd. And if you're just going to follow the herd, you're going to be one of the herd. All right. And a plan is how you break away from the herd to reach a high level of success. You know successful people. You read about successful people. These are people that did not follow the herd. If anything, they followed their own plan, or they followed the plan of only a few people who also reached high level of success. So you need to think about that. Am I following the herd? And am I going to graze in the same spot they're going to graze? Or am I going to be eating at a fine table, in a fine home and all that kind of stuff? All right. So you choose to be one of the herd or to graze in a higher quality of life. Okay. Applied faith. Applied faith is based on knowledge and a reasonable amount of fact. All right? And I'm not going to go down the whole fact thing other than to say this. There really are very few facts in life. But a reasonable fact is something that you believe in. All right? Now, applied faith is different from blind faith. And I used to joke about that because, as you probably know, I'm totally blind. And I used to say I am blind faith. But blind faith won't get you very far. Right? People talk about having faith, but they don't talk about having applied faith. And this is different. This is based on knowledge and fact. So, in other words, if you want to believe that you can do something, that's applied faith. You have to have applied faith. And what is it based on? It's based on, you know what, if somebody else did it, I can do it. Michael can sit there and do videos, I can do videos. And it's applied faith. You need to learn some knowledge, of course. Of course, you probably have to learn some knowledge, depending on what you're trying to do. And reasonable fact. All right? And that is applied faith. Now, infinite intelligence. This is also known as higher power. Some people may refer to it as God, etc. But I'm leaving theology out of this. I'm leaving religion out of this because they are not one and the same. Religion is personal beliefs. Infinite intelligence is indisputable. Infinite intelligence is all the things that you see around you. It's from the grass that grows to holding a seed in your hand that someday will become a mighty tree that can withstand forces that are just amazing. Infinite intelligence. Infinite intelligence is nature, is the animals. It's what clothes you. It's what feeds you. It's infinite intelligence is all around us. Right? We can predict the movement of stars and planets and so forth based on mathematical equations that are from infinite intelligence. It's a plan, all right? It's a plan that's far beyond us. And I'll talk a little bit more about how we access infinite intelligence. And, no, we don't have full control over all aspects of our mind. Now, some people will break this apart, and I think I will. There's the brain and there's the mind. The brain is what takes care of most of our functions, our bodily functions, our the beating of a heart, the lungs taking in air, the blood moving through our body, taking nutrients here and there, bringing back the garbage and expelling it through the system. It's phenomenal. That's the brain's working. Okay? The mind is, a lot of that is what we have control over. And in fact, the mind is one of the very, very few things that we have absolute and total control over. It may take a little practice, but you can have full control over your mind. That's exciting to know, because when you know that, everything else comes smoother, easier. Everything else I'm talking about here comes to fruition so much easier. All right? In our mind, we have a conscience. That conscience guides us to do good work. All right? When you are looking at a new vocation or changing your life in some way, always do good. Because when you do good, you're more powerful. Your mind will work for you, not against you. Right? And that's up to your individual beliefs, obviously. But conscience will help guide you based on your beliefs and what you want out of life. All right? We have control over opening and closing our mind. That is a self-protection. Having the ability to open and close our mind is what we use as a filter. Right? You've often seen people, when you start talking to them, you can just see their mind shut down. Right? And you need to know that there are certain times when you have to have that mind closed to protect yourself from bad information, from following the herd, for example. Right? You need to close your mind. You also need to open your mind. Open your mind to ideas and concepts that you may not be familiar with right now. Right? Our subconscious is one thing that we do not have a lot of control over, if we have any control over it at all. That is faith. Right? Subconscious is faith. We develop faith by removing negative thoughts and limitations. Limitations that we place on ourselves. Right? Limiting beliefs, I refer to it as, and other people refer to it, limiting beliefs, if you've heard that term. It's the beliefs that keep you where you're at because you don't believe you can have more or better. Right? That's limiting beliefs. Or self-limitations. You can call it self-limitations if you wish to. But when you free yourself of these self-limitations and negative thoughts, faith grows. Because that's what kills faith, is negative thoughts. And you don't believe. So therefore, how can you possibly have faith? You have to be able to believe in order to have faith. All right? Action feeds the mind, and mind feeds action. All right? What am I talking about here? I'm talking about, man, when you start to take action on your dream, then you start to get little wins. And when you start to get little wins, it feeds your mind and says, I can do this. Look at that. I did this. I did this. I did this. And more action feeds the mind even more. And now the mind starts to circle it back and feed the action. Right? Your belief is going up. All kinds of stuff is happening. And you start to get that momentum going. When you get that momentum going, you're going places. All right? So action feeds the mind. Mind feeds the action. Let's go through some steps here that you can follow right now. Write these down. Number 1, establish your dream, your goal, whatever it is that you want to achieve in life. You have to have it. If you don't have it, nothing else matters. All right. Number 2, have a plan. All right. A plan is what makes faith strong. And if you don't have a plan, you're just drifting around, and how can you grow your faith in anything? All right? Number 3 is take measurable action. What I'm talking about here is keep a journal, write things down on your calendar, cross them off when you're done so that you can look back and have tangible proof. I took action. Look what I did. This is what I did last week. This is what I did the week before. Hey, things are happening for me. I'm making them happen. I'm loving it. I'm getting excited. It's just more powerful because anybody that reaches a high level of success does not do it from not taking action. And when you take measurable action, so that you can quantify it and say, I did this, this, and this, you're looking back and you're going, I did all right. I did all right. That's pretty darn exciting. All right? And you want to catch the nudges from the infinite intelligence that I was talking about before. That is your subconscious. You know it. You've had it. You want to be aware of it more often. This is the voice in your head that says, do this, and you ignore it. Then later on you go, should have listened to that voice. Always follow the infinite intelligence. When that's at work for you, things are going to come along. And the plan that you've created in step 2, have a plan? Yeah. In step 2, have a plan. The plan that you created very seldom is the plan that you end up following. It's a starting point. But when infinite intelligence gets in there and you start getting nudges, you're going to change the plan. You're going to adjust the plan accordingly. And that, my friend, is when the real magic starts to happen. All right? Now, what you need to do is to repeat these 3 steps over and over and over and over until you've reached the highest level of success that you want. And then what do? You go over them again. You have a new dream. Right? You create a new plan. And you take measurable action. Right? And when you see somebody who's really successful, they are really successful because they were successful multiple times, not just one time. All right? I hope that serves you. I would love to hear comments that you have. In the description, you'll see some links. Click on them, learn more, keep going, keep growing. I want you to go out there every day and enjoy, love as much as you can, and succeed. Hey, if you enjoyed the video, please like it, share it. Click on that subscribe button, click on that bell icon to adjust your notifications so you'll never miss another video from me again. In the description, there's links including mepersonaldevelopment.com where we help you reach your highest level of success.